going to show you how to save tomato seed, which is very simple to do. The seeds inside the tomato are in a gelatin. As anyone knows, when they cut in sliced tomato, they have that sort of jello-like membrane between the web of the fruit, and that's where the seeds are, and that's what protects the seeds. That gelatin, when a tomato falls off the vine, breaks down through fermentation, and that makes the seeds viable, and that's how a new plant grows. So we replicate that nature makes here by taking any container, plastic container, whatever, with a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of water in it, and simply cut into the top of the tomato. You want to get a ripe tomato or overly ripe tomato because you want to make sure those seeds are mature. And then simply squeeze that pulp and those seeds into the container, which we're then going to place on a windowsill. It's good to cover it with a piece of paper, cheesecloth or something, so you don't get a lot of bugs in there, but it really doesn't matter if you do, because you're going to wash them all out anyway. So get as many of the seeds as you can. It's a little messy. Just make sure that you do one at a time and that you label the container, because you're probably going to have a dozen of, if you're like us, a couple dozen sitting around, and you don't want to put them in the kitchen or somewhere because they do get funky. This fermentation creates mold and it breaks down that gel, and that's what makes it so easy to extract the seeds. So this was a Martian giant, and we've had this on the farm for about 12 years, maybe a little longer. So now I'm going to take you over to the sink and show you how to extract seeds from another one that we did about a week ago. So here's some we set aside last week, and you can see it's fermented. It's got mold on top. It really doesn't smell very good. It stinks. And all we're going to do now is fill this with water several times. The seeds sink, so all we're doing now is pouring off, and do it slowly. The seeds that don't sink are probably not viable. The viable seeds will sink. So we're pouring off all that scuzz and some of the pulp got in there. But as you can also observe, there is no longer any of that gelatin surrounding these seeds. These seeds are clean. So with absolutely no effort, nature does all the work. Just keep doing it until you have absolutely clear water. You may see some black seeds. Those are rotten. They're sticking to the side, so they're not even going to come out. But I'd say one or two more times. And then we'll put these seeds on a plate. Don't put them on a paper towel or a newspaper because you'll never get them off. I put them on a ceramic plate, but lately I've found these coated paper plates. So you can write directly on the plate. I used to just take off the tape, put the tape on the plate, but now I can just write on the paper plate. And in about another week, with daily pampering, just pushing these seeds around so that they don't stick together, so they don't stick to the plate. You want to make sure they're absolutely dry before you put them away, but that's it. There you can see the seeds. Now I'm going to come over, put them on a plate. Now, make sure you only do one type at a time, because Murphy's Law, that one seed that gets into another batch is the one you're going to plant, and instead of getting a brandywine, you're going to get a green zebra. But this is all there is to it. So the week's work is just to come in here with your fingers and keep separating the seeds. Now we can leave these seeds anywhere. They don't smell anymore. The easier they're accessible, the more pampering you'll give them. Just again, make sure they're absolutely dry before you put them away. And these seeds will stay viable for years if they're stored in a dark, dry place. It shouldn't be overly heated either. A little heat is okay. So, label them Amish, and that's how you save seeds. Very simple. No work at all. Nature does the work. Next year we'll plant these in the garden and we'll get a big, plump Amish paste. I mean, look at that. That is some tomato. Very good. Take care.